What's up, everybody? I'm back. Welcome back to another exciting, head-scratching episode of Insane Disappearances. I sorry about the wait on the videos. Been busy doing, with working and doing other stuff, with family and everything. So I'm back with another crazy case. This one is actually about a young man named Jacob Gray who was reported missing by the national park that he was in on April 11th of this year. I'm sorry. Let me see. I think April 11th. April 11th of this year. Okay. This is a pretty active case right now. Even though the Park Service has stopped looking for him, so his father is actually still doing what he's supposed to do as a father and still looking for him, but no one has found him yet. But I'm going to get right to it. All right. To start off, from what it says here, among Olympic National Park's most recent missing hikers is Jacob Gray, a 22-year-old whose bicycle and camping equipment were found on the side of Soul Duck Hot Springs Road on April 6th, which is pretty much right near Soul Duck Lake. Now, Gray left Port Townsend the day before and hasn't been seen since. Rangers performed a hasty search, a quick reconnaissance of the area April 6th and 7th, and found no trace of Jacob. Now, Olympic Mountain Rescue joined the search on the afternoon of April 11th. The park had moved to a limited continuous search on April 14th, meaning the park is no longer active looking for Gray, which I think is ridiculous, but hey, what can I say? I'm not the boss. Excuse me. Now, the Clallam County Search and Rescue led a search with about 30 people and scent and cadaver dogs April 15th, but did not find Gray. Now, Gray's father, Randy Gray, continued to search the area around the Soul Duck River. I'm sorry, I meant to say Soul Duck River. My bad. Anyway, after the park scaled back its efforts. Now, Randy, his father, who recently returned to his home in Santa Cruz, California, said he was shocked to find ONP, that's Olympic National Park, did not have a written procedure that would help rangers find his son. Now, he said Friday around that time that it's shocking that such a big place doesn't have protocol to do search and rescue. Now he doesn't want anybody else to go through what him and his family is going through right now. He called it irresponsible for the park, which reported an estimated 3,390,221 visits in 2016 to not have a written search and rescue plan. Now, Randy's son is not the first to disappear inside Olympic National Park. Now, the most recent person, which I have covered a video on, is of Zach Kroll, 20-year-old who was reported missing April 10th to the Mason County Sheriff's Office after he was overdue from a camping trip near Starcase campgrounds. Now, searchers found tracks heading into an area hit by an avalanche. Now here's the thing. From what I can see, he disappeared around the same month. He disappeared in the same month as Jacob Gray, just in a different. I think it was probably. I gotta look back into it to find out exactly what year, but it was just kind of strange how he disappeared a day before he was reported missing by the national park, which was April 11th at the time. So there's some coincidences there in the dates and in the month of when he disappeared. Okay, so now Crow's family told the PDN that Mason County Sheriff's Office, Olympic Mountain Rescue, and Mason, Thurston, and Pierce County Search and Rescue units did everything they could to find Crow. Now, some 70 searchers, tracking dogs, and helicopters combed the hills around Lake Cushman in an effort to find Crow. The search was scaled back about a week after he was reported missing. Searchers said they found tracks leading into an area that had been hit by an avalanche. Brian Lee Johnston disappeared in 2013. His truck was found parked at the Ozette Trailhead. According to PDN archives, at least 3 other people, John Devine, who I covered already, of Sequim, or Sequim, and Gilbert Gilman of Olympia, and Stefan Bissert, a German exchange student. Now, see, there's that German factor again. Have disappeared in Olympic National Park in the past 30 years. Now, I don't think I covered anything about Gilbert Gilman or even Stefan Bissert. I may have about Stefan Bissert. I think I read about him or I saw information on him, but probably didn't cover anything on him yet because I probably had other people that I had to cover. But I'm going to look into that to see if I actually did cover that. So, no worries. Okay, now moving on. Let's see here. Now, each national park is required to perform a SAR needs assessment every 5 years, which is used to identify current and projected needs. Now, the assessment details visitation, resources, visitor activities that produce SAR incidents, and SAR staffing levels. It should also detail the average number of each type of SAR incident per year. Normally, successful SAR methods and lessons learned from SAR incidents. After the needs assessment, parks are required to prepare a SAR plan according to the NPS Search and Rescue reference manual. The Park SAR plan addresses the day-to-day activities of a Park SAR program according to the manual. The manual says the park superintendent shall designate staff for responding to SAR information requests, but doesn't say the park needs to notify the media or public when someone is reported missing. Now, by the public, I would think they mean also the families, which is a part of the public, of course, which I think is very, very wrong. But, I didn't make the rules. Now, the park sent a notification to news media about Jacob Gray was missing April 11th, 5 days after Gray's bike was found, and a day after the PDN reported that he was missing. Now, for those of you who want to contact the reporter in this story, his name is Jesse Major. Now, he can be reached at 360-452-2345. His extension is 56250, or you can reach him at jmajor@PensacolaDailyNews.com. All right, folks, that is the end of this story about this case. But first, I wanted to get into something that I found out about like maybe months ago, maybe even last year, that YouTube is actually planning to cancel or dismantle the editing feature on YouTube itself, mainly because it doesn't get a lot of traffic as far as it being used. Now, there may be certain YouTubers that actually use it in the process of making a thumbnail for their channel, or even a intro, like how I do for my channel. Like I said, starting tomorrow, it says that they will dismantle the editing feature. It says that you still will be able to use certain features from the editing portion of YouTube, but you will not be able to use the part where you can actually create a thumbnail or mainly a intro for your video. So you would have to find an external program in order to do that. And I think that's the reason why they did that, because a lot of people already have editing software on their computer, so they can use that to actually, you know, transfer that onto their YouTube channel. Now, I for one don't know if I have that software on my computer. That may have excuse me, that may have actually already been on my computer. I'm not sure. I'd have to find out by going into the control panel to see if I do have that capability. But if not, I will have to either just leave it as is or find another means of creating a thumbnail. Well, the thumbnail, I can do that on my phone and transfer it to my channel, so that way you can still see what the story is all about. But as far as the intro, I have to find another way to do that, and if not, I will just leave it as is. You know, now for the ones that enjoy my intro, you know, for the fact that this is going to actually happen as of tomorrow, I am truly sorry. So you'll probably see for a while just the video itself along with the thumbnail and not the intro. So if I can find an external program, or if my computer actually has that feature or software on my laptop, I will use that, and I will study it to find out how I can transfer it over to a video that I have on YouTube. So that is the news for that. That is it for that story. I got maybe maybe one or two more stories I have to cover. The next one is about a young female. Just give me a second here. I did see that in my I actually took a picture of what I needed for that, what I needed to find out about this other person. Just give me 1 second here. It's she kind of reminds me of a female that actually played on Smallville. Her character was named Alice Mack, or Allison Mack. Her name is let's see, I think her name is, what's her name? Oh, Zuku Verk. Yeah, no, I'm not Zuku. Zuzu Verk. That's her name. You know, very attractive. You know, got short blonde hair. Got a pretty smile. But I'm gonna look into her disappearance as well. That'll be my next video. I'll try to get that in sometime this evening, because I have to actually go see my mom right now. She said, you know, to come over later, so it's later, so I have to go see her. She wants me to help her with her deck, you know, pressure wash it and get all that dirt and grime off of it. So, but I know y'all don't want to know about that. But anyway, that's what I got to do for today. But I will be looking into that later on in the evening. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. And sorry about the whole, you know, thing with YouTube and them getting rid of the editing portion of the of YouTube. But anyway, so I'll see if I can see what I can do about that. If I can find a way to get another intro going. But if not, like I said, I'll just leave it as is and just do the thumbnail thing until I can find an external use for that. But you know, so it is what it is. That's, you know, YouTube, they always trying to, I've been hearing a lot that they're trying to do a lot of negative things with a lot of YouTubers who have channels like mine, by either getting rid of them, like shutting them down, or causing all these things like that boycott that happened last year or at the beginning of the year, where people had to find other means of making money off of YouTube by using that I think it's some Patreon to help them grow their channel, like, and buy equipment for the channel, like GoPro camera and stuff like that and everything. But see, I don't have any use for all that stuff, so I've never even thought about having to use that just to grow my channel. I can do that by itself, as you can see with the 1,000 subscribers. And like I said, once again, I thank everyone for that. And I will continue to do my best in everything that I do for my channel and for you guys. So you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, let me get out of here. I gotta go, like I said, meet up with my mom, and I will see you guys later. All right. You know how I do it at the end of every video. Aloha, mahalo, and a hui ho. Have a great day, guys.